Hi. So I thought it'd be useful and helpful to just give everyone a tour of the I-Cockpit in the Peugeot 3008. This is a 2018 Peugeot 3008 GT line, and the cockpit is just stunning. It's one of the real things that attracted me to the car in the first place. It's beautiful. Just talk through some of the features. So obviously you can see the dashboard straight in front there. Nice and clear. I've got this set on blue colour. You can change the colours. Again, we'll show you that in a little while. If you use the left-hand roller here, you can then change the view that you have on your dashboard. So I've got it set at personal at the moment, but you can change it to minimum. Minimum literally just has the speed, that's it. It has the cruise control, which again we'll look at in a moment, but it basically has the speed. You can then change it to dials. Dials will have your rev counter and your speedometer as a dial, and also in the middle. Again, it just looks gorgeous. Driving. Set it to driving, you'll see the car in the middle of the screen there. You've got speed on the left hand side. This is useful if you've got the lane change assist switched on. If you've got that switched on, if you're driving on the motorway and you're slightly going out of the lane, then the steering wheel will shake, and it will adjust you back in towards, or try to adjust you back in towards the middle of the lane. But here I've got it switched off at the moment. If you've got this view and it's switched on, then the vehicle you'll see is moving in the lane, and the two lines on the left and the right hand side of the car will be green. And if you start to move over towards the line, it will change to, I think it's orange off the top of my head, and then you'll get that shake on the steering wheel. Again, you can see on the left hand side you've got the speedometer, and the right hand side you've got your rev counter. We changed to navigation, fairly obvious, but you get your sat nav. I love this. This is fantastic. It's so clear. Obviously you can have your sat nav on there as well, but the fact that you can just have this straight in front of you, don't need to take your eyes off the screen, off the road, sorry. It's I love this. It's a really great feature of this vehicle, I think. Again, you get your speedo and you get your rev count on the right hand side. And then we're back to personal. This is my setup, just what I liked. I like to have the sat nav on the left hand side as well. I love the sat nav, and you've got current information which you can then sort of tab through and set for specific journeys, which just tells you how many miles you've got left before you need to refill and things like that, what your miles per gallon, etc. I'm getting about between 44 and 45 miles to the gallon at the moment, and I would say I'm about an average driver, which I think is really, really good for the vehicle. So just look at the console. So I've got the radio switched off, as you can see, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me. But yeah, the console again is really, really clear. It's beautiful to look at. You can control everything straight from the console. Turn the volume right down so you can still hear me. So this is you can change things straight from the console. It's touch sensitive, which is again really, really good. If you have your phone connected via Bluetooth, you can choose this option here at the top called Sources. If you choose that, you get the option with Bluetooth in the middle. If you press that, I won't press it because it will disconnect the video. But if you press Bluetooth, you can then play music straight from your phone. It has got Apple CarPlay and everything included, but you don't need to connect Apple CarPlay to use your phone through this system. The screen, obviously you can control things through the screen. You also have these tabs down underneath, which is where you can choose what you want to use on the screen. On the left hand side here you've got your radio. The one next to it is for the climate control. So again, you can set each side of the vehicle with different temperatures. Again, really sensitive, really good. You can turn the fan up and down. I tend to have it switched on automatic, so it just automatically goes to the temperature that I've set. The aircon is great. And you've got your sat nav that loads up. So we've got the sat nav here, which again, you will mirror what you see in front of you there, which again I think is really good. Really good search function. Yeah, really good, and it's a TomTom system. I love it. It's great. I'll post videos about each specific section later on. The next button across is about the vehicle. So this is where you can set things like your stop start. So if you come to traffic light, which is on red, the vehicle will just switch off, and then when you put your foot back on the clutch, the engine will restart. Your parking sensors help you change the lane. This is where it will vibrate if you're going slightly out of lane. Automatic headlamp dipping, which I love. Just saves me having to remember to do it. So again, if I'm honest, it's surprisingly sensitive. So yeah, I've found no real problems with that. It's been really good. The only issue I have found is that sometimes there'll be a light in the distance and it will confuse that as a headlight and will switch off. But generally speaking, I think that's really good. Again, you've got your blind spot sensors we can switch on and off, which has a little red dot that appears in your wing mirror. Traction control, obviously, so this is where you can control the what you can see and what you can use in the vehicle. And then you can also press the button on the right hand side underneath there, where you can set certain settings on the actual vehicle itself. Like comfort, for example, you can control things like the mood lighting. If you go into reverse, the rear wiper will switch on automatic. I don't have those sort of things switch on, but yeah. So that's just about the vehicle itself. You've got your phone. So again, really good, sensitive. You can just dial up there, or you can press contacts or recent calls. And then the fourth tab, which has got sort of 4 little squares on it on the right hand side. This is where you can access things like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto if you've got Android, MirrorLink. If you also press on the right hand side there where it says car apps, you can see you can change things like the scented air freshener, which is in the glove compartment. So you can change the settings there. You can also look at I-Cockpit amplifier. This is where you can choose your ambiance, which again I'll show you in a moment. But you can change lots of settings within there, where you can have the air purifier at a certain level for a specific ambience. You can change the light settings in the cockpit. So if you select relax, for example, it will automatically just go straight to those settings. Likewise with boost, you can have different settings. You just choose one and it goes straight to that, so you can see straight away the colour of the screen there has changed to red. This is more of a sports setting that I've got this set up at. So yeah, that's great as well. Obviously you've got your hazard lights there, and on the far left hand side, this is what we were just talking about as well. So there's another button on the far left hand side here, which again just looks like a light bulb effectively. If you press that, that takes you back to the screen that we were just looking at. So it's another way of accessing how to set your ambience. So as I say, I've got the boost set up as more like a sport mode. Relax. So again, you see the screen colour there has changed to gold. It's more of a relaxed setting. But the inside, the interior lighting of the vehicle does change as well. I've got those set. So if you want to set a specific setting, then you can do that here. You've got some buttons underneath. The buttons underneath, heated rear window. You've got the button here will refresh the air in the vehicle, recycle it inside the vehicle. Sorry. You've got the third button across is to direct the air straight to the front windscreen if you're looking to clear that. And then this is the locking button as well. And that's the I-Cockpit. On the steering wheel, you've got the volume controls. You've got a button here to select voice control. The button there I've already shown you will change the settings on the actual dashboard itself. The right hand side is really for controlling the radio and for your phone. So again, the right hand dial here, you can change your radio setting and choose which radio channel you want. And if you press list, again, it will also show you the list of the channels that you've already got preset. And then you can press the button on the right, on the top right there, to activate the telephone. And again, all this is voice control as well if you wish. So that's the I-Cockpit. It's absolutely stunning. Love it. As I say, it's one of the main things that attracted me to the car in the first place. I'm going to post more videos about each individual section with a bit more detail in each. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, if you like the video, hit the likes button and I hope to catch you soon. Happy driving. Cheers, bye.